Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to today's video. On today's video, I'm simply going to rush into answer a particular question that has been recurring since I moved to the UK. This is exactly 11 months since I moved to the UK. If there's one question that has been recurring, it is it really worth it? What has been your experience like since you moved to the UK? Did you think you made the right decision? Is it really worth it? So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about my entire experience and what I think about coming to the UK with your family or as a single person, whichever way. Okay, so if you want to hear all the juicy stuff, please watch this video to the very end. I want to welcome you guys to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the real deal. Welcome back. So I'm going to dive right into the video immediately. Firstly, the question as to whether or not moving to the UK is worth it is not something that I would easily answer with a yes or no answer, because there are so many factors to consider before you can expressly say yes, it's worth it, or no, it's not worth it. It's not something I can just say yes or no. So instead of me to just go straight and say it's worth it or it's not worth it, I'm going to give you all the factors to consider in order to help you to make up your mind as to whether or not it's really worth it coming to the UK with your family, or whichever way you want to come to the UK. First thing that will determine whether your shege will be divided or multiplied is, are you coming alone or are you coming with your family? If you're coming with your family, it's going to be a different arrangement and a different ballgame for someone who is just coming alone, okay, a single person without a family. Now let's say that you're here. What visa type did you come with? Did you come here with student visa or did you come here with job visa? I came with student visa, and I can tell you something for free. If not that I have the passion to study, I really wanted to get my master's, I really wanted to get an MBA. Trust me, I've had so frustrating moments where I questioned my decision to come to the UK. I was just asking myself, all these things, is it really worth it? Doing this MBA in this country that is not my fatherland, I don't have my family here, I don't have my people who are supporting me here with me, like all the support system that I would have needed, they are not here with me. I feel like I'm just all alone with my husband and my children. So there are times where I felt really frustrated and I'm like, should I just throw in the towel and just go back to Nigeria? What is all this? I got to that point, trust me. But what kept me going is the fact that I know exactly what I wanted. I wanted to get an MBA. I didn't come here, for the sake of jackpot. I really wanted to get an MBA. Studying was something I really wanted to do, and I needed to do it right. Since I'm going to have my name on that certificate, I needed to do it right. Okay, so that was what kept me going. So imagine for someone who doesn't really like book that much or who doesn't want to study, the frustration is going to be like on another level. So what I will say is, if you're coming to the UK and you're not a studious person, you're not interested in studying and all, instead of the student visa route, there are so many other routes for you to come to the UK. You can get a job. There's so many other types of visas that can bring you to the UK besides the student visa. Don't waste your time, don't waste your resources. Get jobs. There are lots of jobs that can sponsor you to the UK. I'm not even joking. You can even go to the UK website and check the UK shortage occupation list. You will find a lot of things. You find companies who are giving sponsorship to bring people from abroad to come and work in the UK. So when it comes to academics, just be sure of what you really want. Another aspect of this academics is the fact that coming from Nigeria, I studied law, and the Nigerian system of education is quite different. I've been used to studying very hard, and after studying, I would write examinations, but this one that has to do with writing essays and you do research by yourself, it was a new thing to me completely. So I struggled a little bit, and by the time I was getting a hang of it, the MBA was almost over. So that's it for the mode of visa. I would highly recommend that you come with a job visa. Okay. Job and employment opportunities. I'm one of those people that actually feel, or I thought that once I get to the UK, like jobs, you start working immediately. But when I got here and I understood the system and the way things work, I was a little disappointed, but then it was too late to be disappointed. I had to just brace up to the occasion and find how to help myself. It took me 5 months to get a job. I was looking for a particular kind of jobs, and because of the kind of visa that I came with, student visa, it has its limitations. I can only do 20 hours, which is part-time every week. So many companies will not recruit you. There are no available jobs for students in this country. I was so disappointed. I thought that even the school could employ you as maybe a librarian or something. I thought that I would just get a job as a student easily. That was not the case. Trust me. In fact, at some point, I started going from restaurant to restaurant. I was willing to do anything, like anything dignifying anyway. So for me to just getting a few cash into my hands, because being someone that has always been used to having your own money rolling somehow, I needed to get money rolling in, and that didn't happen to me until after 5 years. So thank God I have my husband who was supporting me all through that time. So imagine someone who came here without any dependent or without any means of support, how they would have been able to endure for 5 whole months. So I was very disappointed in the job and opportunities for students. Then after studying, what are the opportunities available to you? Are there really good opportunities in the UK? Well, I would say it again, find the jobs outside the UK and come, because everybody in this country is pursuing the same job. Like, I wouldn't say that there are no jobs opportunities. There is always jobs everywhere. Even back home where you're coming from, there are jobs everywhere. However, I can tell you for free that the competition and the number of people pursuing these jobs, they are so much. You can imagine the extent of immigrants that came from Nigeria. It's not only from Nigeria, Asia and other parts of Africa, right? That also the influx into the UK. So everybody is competing for the same jobs, for the same opportunities. So you really, really have to stand out. People are getting jobs, no doubt, but our advice and I would recommend, if you're looking for jobs, don't settle for UK alone. There is America, there is Canada, there is Australia, a lot of other places with opportunities, and they are not as saturated as the United Kingdom. The UK is crowded. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but the demand is higher, very, very high for what is available. Okay, and everybody is all looking for the same things. So job wise, will I choose the UK? I will not. Next is healthcare. For healthcare, is very funny. This one was the one that actually disappointed me so much. Although I don't have any personal experience, I don't have any personal stories as to, the whole healthcare stories that I've been hearing. But what I've been hearing people say, the clamor against NHS and healthcare in the UK, is something that baffles me, because and as they're thinking, people travel from Nigeria to the UK or from outside the UK to come here to get medical checkup and all of that. So what is actually going on with the system? The waiting time is so long. People wait as much as 7 hours in an A&E. Can you imagine? And you're not waiting there because no one is attending to you. The system is there and the system is working. It's just that, like I said in the previous point, the number of people accessing this system is a lot. Like, you can go to the A&E and the wait time is 7 hours. And the reason why the wait time is 7 hours is because there are lots of people there who also have emergency and came there before you. You see, the wait time to get an ambulance, the wait time, everything is just saturated. That is just the answer. When it comes to healthcare, I've had my own good experiences. I've also heard people talk about their foul experiences when it comes to healthcare system in the United Kingdom, about the waiting hours, the mode of practice of medicine in the UK. The doctors treat symptoms, right? If you're having headache, they'll treat headache instead of finding the root cause of the headache. That kind of practice of medicine, that's how doctors in the UK practice medicine. So people have shared their own experience. I have had good experience of healthcare for my kids. I've not had any reason to use emergency or to call an ambulance. I haven't, and I pray it remains that way, because the stories I've heard, I don't want to experience any of those things, to be very honest with you. The next is childcare. Guys, that's the cocoa of all the things that I've been talking about. You guys, before you move to the UK and you're coming with kids, make childcare arrangements. If you're coming with your spouse, you people can work out your modalities for childcare. For some persons, they split it between themselves. One person will work in the morning and one person works in at night, so that intermittently they look after the children while the other person works. So for some persons, they build a community of people that they will look after their children together. Like, you watch my child today while I go to work, I watch your child the next day while you go to work, something like that, you know, whichever one that works for you. But childcare is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. It's not cheap at all. The cheapest daycare, let's say you're taking your child 2 hours, 3 hours, it's mad. I don't even know how to start computing it. But I don't think there's any daycare where you take your child for at least £300 to £400 every week. So at the end of the month, it's like 1 to the barest minimum every month rather. So do the math. Childcare is not affordable at all. As for the school system, the freemium school system starts from age 3. From age 3, your child can be able to access free 15 hours every week, okay, in nursery. And then this is just 3 hours a day. Or if you want the child to do 5 hours, in fact, depending on the arrangements with the school, some people might have the kids going 3 times a week, while others have them going every day for 3 hours every day, depending on the school and their arrangement. So this is the part where I enjoy most about living in the UK, is the fact that my kids get quality education and is actually free of charge. I've taken my time to go around to see the private schools in the UK where they pay fees. They are very expensive and the quality is not here. That was where I started praying. I said, God, poverty is not a good thing, no. Hey, poverty is not nice. It's not a good thing that should happen to anybody. But then, thinking about the freemium that we are enjoying, the free school that my kids are enjoying, it is still better than what we pay millions and thousands of naira for back home in Nigeria, UK. I'm talking about personal experience. Although those schools somehow can compete with what is in the UK, but trust me, what we are paying a lot for back home is what we are getting for free here. Okay, the same Montessori standard, and you know, same standards that we pay so much for back home is what we are getting for free. Guys, this girl has frustrated every effort I've made to do this video today. But with all these things that I have explained to you, it's now completely up to you to decide whether or not moving to the UK is worth it for you. But on a personal note, is it really worth it for me? My kids are having a wonderful life. They are having opportunities and that I didn't have access to. The United Kingdom opens you up to lots of opportunities, but then you know that no good thing comes easy. The misconception about moving abroad is the fact that most people think that when you come here, you're just going to pick it up and move immediately and run, but it's not that way. It's not automatic. It's a process. So it's left for you to figure out what is going to work for you and which pattern you're going to follow in order to, you know, create your own success story and build a life for yourself and your family. So guys, I hope this video will help you or has answered your questions. Okay, if you have more questions for me, you can leave it in the comments. But then guys, UK is scam. Remember where you are. UK is scam, oh, is scam. What did they tell us? Don't be waiting that they see. What they told us is not what I'm seeing. It is scam, big scam. Remember where you are. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video to the very end. If you watched to this point, your family, and if you have not subscribed to my channel at this point, please do well to click that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that each time I drop a video, you'll be the very first to be notified about it. Okay guys, up till my next video, please binge on other videos I have on my channel. Lots of interesting videos on my channel. Binge on it, spend quality time on my channel. Okay, don't skip my ads guys. See you, bye.